Good afternoon, dear students. Today we will discuss about welding shop. Welding process is one of the type of joining processes. There are different types of joining processes which are used to join two or more pieces or parts of any machine, anything you are making any product. There may be different types of joining processes. Other than welding, there are riveting types of joining processes in which we are putting rivet joint, nuts and bolts where we are inserting nut in the hole of two pieces and on the other side we are putting a bolt. Another type of joining is screws, like you have seen joining of wood or metal where we are using screws. Carpenters or other plumbers are using these kind of joining processes. Soldering is also a joining process which is used for some types of electronic goods, like in case of motherboards we are using soldering as a joining process where we are joining the circuits which are being broken out. So welding is the type of joining process which is used to join two metals. Those metals may be same or different. So welding is a means of joining. So here we are using the workpiece of mild steel. Different types of welding processes are there. Forge welding, fusion welding. In your course is electric arc welding and gas welding. Electric arc welding normally you have seen on the roadside workshops, or it is used for making gate, grills, windows, structures. This electric arc welding is used. In this electric arc welding, electric arc is generated with the help of a electrode. Electrode we will show you. I have told you in the starting there are several steps which we should follow for our safety. Here in welding some more equipments are also used, some more precautions should be taken for safety purposes, like we are using helmet to safeguard our face. This is helmet or face shield. This is also used for saving our face. This is known as face shield. We can hold with the hand. This is wire brush to clean out the welded joint. This is a chipping hammer to remove the buds or the extra material which is required to be removed from the joint. This is a tongue to hold the workpiece, because the workpiece, when we are making a joint, it is being heated. And these are gloves we wear in our hands. These gloves to safeguard our hand. And this is apron. We wear this apron to safeguard our front portion, like this. We are using this apron to safeguard. How the welding is done? Here you will see in the video. As I told you, the welding is done with the help of electrode. These are electrodes, rods, wires. We are holding this electrode in this electrode holder. And the most important thing is transformer. This is known as transformer or the welding machine. The machine which we are using is used in industries. This is ARC, means arc 400 Reland made. We can control the arc force, the current, the voltage, depending on our joint to be made. This electrode is made of the same material as the base material. Base metal means the product which we have to join. These are two plates made of mild steel, and we have made a joint. This metal which we have filled, this is the filler material, and the filler material is electrode. Electrode is made of this mild steel, and there is a coating on this mild steel rod. This is the mild steel rod. you are seeing this portion is made of mild steel, and here we have seen coating. This coating is done of silica, silicon dioxide. Why this material is used for coating? To save the joint from oxidation. In atmosphere there are certain gases, there may be humidity. To safeguard this joint from humidity or from other impurities, which should be saved from those things. There are different types of joints, like in carpentry. This is a butt joint. We can make corner joint. We can make teeth joint. We can make overlap joints like this. This is a overlapping, and in case of this, we have to make joint here and on the other side also. So this joint is quite having more strength as compared to this. Here we have made only at one side. The material used for this is mild steel. The mild steel is the same material which we have used in machine shop, fitting shop and blacksmithy. Why mild steel is used? Because it is having certain properties like machinability, like it is weldability. Process can be done on this mild steel. It is having those properties, and the chemical composition inside this mild steel are such that we can use different operations, we can perform different operations on this particular material mild steel, which is having carbon of 0.15 to 0.30%. This is electric arc welding. The transformer is step down transformer, or we can use step up transformer also, where we can control the voltage. Here we are using step down transformer because the voltage is available at 220 and we have to reduce it up to 40 volt. We have to reduce the voltage from 220 to 40 volt. Electric arc can be controlled with the help of these regulators. It is being reflected on this screen. You will see in the video where we are making the joint. So this is kept here for earthing so that the circuit is completed. In another electrode, this is electrode holder where we are holding the electrode. So the circuit is being completed as soon as this electrode is being touched on the workpiece. The spark is generated because of completion of circuit. You will see in the process. Then we start the welding. This kind of process is used for joining, is very vastly used in industries as well as in studies, because these kind of joints are having more strength as compared to other types of strength. But these are permanent types of joints, like fasteners, screws, nuts and bolts. They are temporary joints. The welded joints is a temporary type of joining process, permanent type of joining process, right? In your course, electric arc welding and gas welding. In case of gas welding, we are having this kind of equipment from where the spark is generated, and here we are having control of regulator. Here you are seeing two input from where the gas pipes are connected, one for oxygen and another for acetylene. So this gas welding comprises of oxygen plus acetylene. So this is known as oxyacetylene gas welding. You know the chemical formula of oxygen is O2. For acetylene it is C2H2. C2H2. We are having combination of oxygen plus acetylene. On the basis of these composition of gases, the arc generated or the flame generated can be differentiated or described. Carburizing flame, neutral flame and oxidizing flame. Carburizing means when the ratio of carbon is more as compared to oxygen, then it is known as carburizing. When both the gases are in equal ratio, equal portion, it is known as neutral flame. When it is having more oxygen, then it is known as oxidizing flame. Okay, three types of flames are there. The ratios you will find in the write-up, and this is gas welding. Here the flame is generated and you will make the joint. This is for demonstration purpose, and this electric arc welding is for practical purpose. You will make the joint with the help of this electric arc welding. The important things in this electric arc welding: the electrode holder, this table or bench. On the pillar of this, one holder is attached so that the circuit is completed. This is for negative side, this, and the electrode holder is for positive side. When we touch the electrode with the workpiece, then the circuit is completed and the spark is generated, and we start joining. We have to maintain the proper distance between the workpiece and the arc at the front end of the electrode, so that the joint is being made in a proper manner. Okay? Thank you.
So here we are in the fitting shop in order to prepare our workpiece. So this is a strip of mild steel and our measuring instrument, steel ruler. With the help of this ruler and this pencil, we will mark how much length would be required. So we will be marking up to 150 millimeters, 15 centimeter or 150 millimeters. So with the help of tri-square, we are going to draw a perpendicular line into our workpiece. You can see the line is visible over here. Then we will held it along with the bench vise, opening it by rotating it into anti-clockwise direction and rotating in the clockwise direction. The workpiece will be held along with this bench vise, opening this jaw of bench vise by rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Yeah, some more rounds will be required. Now we have held our workpiece into the jaws of this bench vise. Now with the help of, as you can see, we are having the both cutting tools. This is adjustable frame hacksaw and this is the solid frame hacksaw. You can see the frame is solid and this is the blade. So with this saw, we are going to cut our workpiece. We will hold it like this with left hand, and right hand we will hold the handle. So like this, we will initiate the cut. In forward direction, the cut will take place very swiftly, very easy. Once the cut has been initiated, similar strokes will be done in order to cut the workpiece. Yes, very swiftly it is done. Material will be removed in the form of chips, which can be seen like powder. Yeah, that is it. Very good. It will take a very long time. So as we will do this, we will show by cutting it in shortcut. Yeah, so now our workpiece has been cut down into the desired length, and now what we will be doing is that we will be making it perpendicular so that no edge would be unfinished. With the help of tri-square, we will check whether it is perpendicular or not. Yeah, there is a gap still, so we'll file it with the filer. Bastard double cut flat file. This is double cuts and the grade is bastard and the flat file. Yeah, this is straight filing and the cross filing was done. Now again checking with the tri-square. Yeah, now it is done. Opening up the bench vise, the larger edge would be also made finished, complete finished. Checking again. Yeah, there you can see there's a gap. So we have to finish it, make a perfect edge in that very edge we are going to perform the welding operation. So for that the edge must be finished properly. The objective of this practical is to make a V butt joint. You can see in butt joint we will only join two workpieces butt to butt. Butt to butt means they will be just held corner to corner. You will see in later video, you will see how it will be done. The joint cavity will be made of V shape. Now again checking with the tri-square, you can see, yeah, now the gap has been removed. So now for the V shape cavity, what we have to do, we will be holding this workpiece. You can see this is perpendicular, this is a perfect rectangular in shape. So we will hold this in a very different manner now. Yes, like this. Very good. And now for making the V cavity, we will be filing in such a manner. You can see like this, we have to file it along, and we have to make the edge of 45-degree angle. While zooming, you can see it is taking a bit of required shape. Very good, very firmly. You can see the edge, it is on the way. You can see the position. The position of the operator is very important here. You have to bend in such a manner so that this shape can be made with file. Yeah, very firmly it has been made, and it's the editor's name in the bench vise. Yeah, it has been made. Almost it's there. Very firmly it has been made. Yeah, this edge is going to be a 45-degree angle. While covering this job, it is required another partner, another mating part. So for that, another operator must be required. So for the another operator, I was there. I was thinking so that I could also do it. You can see the position. The position is what matters in this particular task. Yeah, it was a very good job. Very hard if you would like to do it, but very interesting job. Yeah, we were pretty enjoying it, with both the hinge, biceps and triceps being involved in this. 45-degree edge was the objective to be made. With that 45-degree angle edge, our V-shaped cavity will be made. Yeah, you can see my 45-degree edge is also in the way. Yeah, and this edge is almost there. Yeah, it's almost there. You can see very closely it is so much precise that you can see in the ancient time swords were also made in such a manner. But the objective here is to make the V-shape cavity, V-shape joint cavity. You can see from this angle also the edge has been made of 45-degree angle. You can see the edge has now been made very clearly, but my edge of the edge of my workpiece was still on the way. So I was trying very hard. You can see while adjusting the focus, you can see how much material has been removed in the form of chips. You can see here it has been made very clear. This is the cross filing which I am doing, and previously it was straight filing which I was doing. Cross filing is being done in the crossword direction, and the straight filing is done in the parallel. Now you can see this is the V shape weld cavity which I was trying to say. This is the V shape you can see over here. That is why we were trying to make the 45-degree angle edge. This is our cavity. The welding will be done in such a manner. This is the cavity into which the welding will be poured out. The molten filler material will be poured in such a cavity in order to join these two mating parts. Now this is our welding setup. This is the transformer which is being on, and here's the current regulating knob. This is actually a step down transformer. You can see while step down transformer increases the current and reduces the voltage. Voltage has been dropped up to 40 volts, and current has been set up into 106 amperes. And as you can see, there are two terminals. One terminal is here, which has to be linked with this table. This table is purely metallic, and the other terminal is connected with the electrode. This electrode is itself the electrode which you can see, which has been connected with this another terminal. This is the filler material itself. Now the safety is must. You must wear the helmet, the leather gloves, and the leather apron. Now once this filler material has been, or the electrode has been connected with the electrode, the terminal, the welding will be done. You can see we are placing the workpiece butt to butt, and the V-shaped weld cavity can be clearly seen, and welding will be done in such a shape. Yeah, the initiation of welding. Yeah, welding has been done. A few plugs has to be made so that the welding may not disturb while the welding would be done. Now it is a very permanent weldment which has been done right now, because if we don't do this during the welding, the parts, the weldments can displace a bit further, so that's why these plugs are required. Now during the actual welding process, we will initiate this welding in two parts. This is the first phase of that welding. You can see as the welding has been done, the electrode is reducing. It has been reduced. Its length is reduced, and it is consumed in the workpiece. You can see clearly the electrode is melted down, and it is poured into that weld cavity. Now you can see with this chipping hammer, the flux has been removed. The electrode was covered completely with the flux. Why the flux is required? So that in the high temperature, metal is very reactive. In order to prevent the oxidation process, the silicone coating was done over there, which is known as the flux. So with this chipping hammer and this wire brush, this flux has to be removed for the second phase or the next phase in order to complete this welding. You can see this flux has been removed. Since for a few seconds now after the welding has been done, since it is at the red hot temperature, when the metal is molten, at that molten stage, it is highly prone to the oxidation process. Now you can see, since the last electrode was consumed, this is the new electrode. It has also been consumed. You can see this is the second phase of the welding. In another phase, it will be done over the previous layer of the welding, so that the joint will be very strong. It will be very stronger, and the welding is now taking place very firmly. Your hands must be very firm while doing the process. No need to worry, no need to be conscious. As you can see, the red hot workpiece material, it has been covered with the flux. This outer portion is the flux coating flux. Since it is less denser than the core material, core workpiece, that is mild steel, so it will be coming upwards. That is why chipping hammer is used in order to remove it. Now holding it with the tong, we can use the chipping hammer. You can see how the flux is been coming up. Although the flux is also of solid in the solid state, but it may look like metal, but like the parent material, but it is not actually. You can see the spatters. Spatters in Hindi we call it chheete. Like if we pour some liquid, so the spatters are spreaded all over. After if we will use files, so that while doing the finishing process or grinder, we can remove these spatters also. So this workpiece has been done. Now coming towards to our tools, basic tools, you can see this is the helmet. This is required. This is very useful, so in order to protect your face from spatters and your eyes from the UV rays. These are the leather gloves. You must wear these. These are very important. These two gloves can save the delicate skin of your hands and palms. You can see while wearing it, this will guarantee your safety. This is a leather apron. This may look like a cloth animal, but no, this is made up of leather, so that your clothes can be prevented from burning. This is the chipping hammer. Chipping hammer is used to separate the flux coating, and this is the wire brush. This is made up of wire. This is not like the synthetic brush which is used for as a toothbrush. This is the electrode. You can see the last end of this electrode is not coated with flux. The other end is coated with the flux. This is the tong with which we hold our workpiece. Since the workpiece is very hot, so you don't need to hold it with your hands. You must hold it with this tongs. You can see this is a T-shaped joint. T joint, you can see the cross-sectional area is looking like a T shape. You would have seen such a shape in beams of buildings, households, bridges. So this is how this is made. This is a lap joint because the two parts are overlapping each other, and you can see where the welding would have been done. This is the same workpiece which we showed you just few minutes earlier. This is the V-butt joint which we made you saw. This is very hot still. And this is the corner joint. This is called corner joint or L joint, you can also call it. This is how this is made, this joint, and after grinding, the finishing is been done. So these are various types of joints which can be made by welding process, and the apparatus, safety apparatus to make it. So as you can see, these are the different welding positions. The welding positions depends upon how the weldments, weldment means the pieces, the work pieces to be welded, how the weldments are kept in front of the operator. You know, in welding, weldments can be found in order to for maintenance, for constructions. So it is not always accordance of the operator. So as per the situation, welding can be of different positions. So as you can see, there the position can be flat position, which is also known as 1G, horizontal position, vertical position, and overhead position. You can see in horizontal position, the workpiece has been kept, or the weldments have been kept in horizontal shape. In vertical position, the weldments are kept in the vertical position. In overhead, the workpiece will be kept in the overhead position, like you are somebody is welding the roof of some vessel or anything. So these are the welding positions. Thank you.